Well, thank you very much. What a nice introduction. Well, I tell you, I should carry you around with me and just, instead of a walk on the song, just go, "Hey, Daniel, come here. Tell people about me, will you?
Yeah.
Introduce me."
Oh, I'm more than happy to network with you, Mark Cantrill. You're definitely one of the good guys in the pool world. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Freezer's Icehouse 10-Ball Challenge. I'm sitting here with Mark Cantrill, author of T-Wheels, Stories from the Road. Watching T-Wheels, Road Stories with the Legends of Pool, actually, is the true title to the book. And you can buy that book on Amazon. Mark Cantrill, I guess he is a friend, not only a friend, an associate. He and his wife Jessica have gone way above the call of duty, and they also have hosted Geraldine and I. We've been staying at his home, and I tell you what, it's been lovely coming to a real house at the end of work.
I just realized where all my food's going. I've been like, I got a box of donuts last week, and there's like one left.
I think that's Dason, Jessica's son. You can't throw me under the bus with that, man. I'm not a big donut guy.
Yeah, am I speaking too loud, do you think?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I just don't want to disturb the players.
Thank you to Robert Mason for your super chat. Robert Mason, appreciate it. Keep loving pool. So here we go. We got Warren KIAMCO. He's playing the Prince of Pool, Corey DEUEL, and he's an old-time friend of yours, isn't he?
Yeah. We just had a chat just a little while ago, talking about some of the fun times we've had in the past, here, there, and everywhere in Columbus, Ohio, and different parts of the country.
And that's originally where Corey is from, is Columbus. No, he's from Santa Barbara, California, but he lived in Columbus for quite some time.
Yeah. I saw something there that was kind of amazing. I don't think I can even talk about it, so I'll leave it alone. Warren KIAMCO, great player, both great players. I haven't been keeping up to. This is good for me actually, because I haven't been keeping up with the goings on and how people are playing, who's on form, who's not on form. And
Warren KIAMCO's having a good year. He won the Andy Mercer tournament, the 26th annual Andy Mercer tournament at the Rum Runner Lounge in Las Vegas. He double dipped Shane Van Boning. It's a bar table tournament, alternate break, and only a race to 6, but he got through a field of 64 players to beat Shane, and he's going up against Corey DEUEL, who has had a very good showing in this event so far. He ran over Klentikachi, I think 8 games to 3 yesterday, and Klentikachi is one of the guys to beat in this field of 96 players. Corey DEUEL did it handily. So Corey's having a good...
Well, obviously, both of these guys obviously are no Muppets. They are...
No
great.
Muppets, that's true.
They're great players, and they've both got the potential to beat anybody in any professional field on any given day.
Yes.
As most of them do. We just saw Thorsten and... Dennis Okulo. That went hill. It just goes to show you how tight these guys are when it gets to a certain level.
Absolutely. Corey DEUEL won the Banks tournament this year. He won $10,000 in the Derby City 2018 Banks tournament. And he was third runner-up for the Master of the Table decision at the Derby City this year. played played an event last year with us, the West Coast Challenge 10 ball, the 10 ball pro challenge. Came in 9th place, but he also, I think, came in 3rd place in the West Coast Challenge 9 ball tournament. Not to mention the fact that Corey is a, you know, multiple time USA team Mosconi Cup member.
US Open champion.
US Open champion. Absolutely. And as you can see, he's on the board pretty quickly.
I don't know if how much this is affecting anybody at this point, but we had some storms here in Arizona, and we usually have a very dry heat, and we've had a couple of rainstorms, and it's monsoon season. And I think I saw Dennis commenting to somebody about the rails being bouncy, and I don't know if the humidity that's taken over around here now is affecting the table or any of these other guys. I know they're all used to it, changing and adapting to different conditions.
Mm-hmm.
The local guys maybe not as much, you know, used to the damp air, but it's something that they're definitely going to have to deal with.
Yeah, I was talking to Eddie Cohen about this today, and one thing I noticed about yesterday was that the conditions were changing on an hourly basis.
Yeah.
So very difficult for these players to you know, control the table, you know, stay in control of the table. In fact, Dennis Orcollo, he remarked that the table is controlling them. Coming from Dennis Orcollo, I'm going to have to take his word for it. Mark, there's a question in the chat room. They want to know if Corey still fixes his hair between racks.
I haven't noticed him doing it, but it would not surprise me. It's, just hope he don't get too much money behind him, or he'll pay somebody to come and do his hair for him between the racks.
Between the racks.
Yeah.
Makeup. What year did you meet Corey? Do you remember?
No, I couldn't tell you. It might be maybe 10 years ago.
Okay.
I met him first of all at a tournament. The first time I was playing at the World Summit of Pool.
World Summit of Pool, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the UPA was the predominant force, I guess. Or it was starting to. The BCA and the UPA were kind of struggling for power.
I remember those days.
Oh, boy.
Well, that was not an easy shot, Mark.
No, it wasn't an easy shot. It seemed like it went in once, though, didn't it?
Well, yes, and you can blame that on this deep shelf of these diamond tables. Very challenging pockets these are. And even with the 5-ball where it was in the middle of the table, you know, if you don't get the middle of the pocket, there's no guarantee that that ball's going to drop.
Ooh, Corey came up short on that one.
Drama. Mark, can you share with us, with the audience here, why you have this funny accent?
I'm originally from the north of England, a place called Yorkshire. I've been here 26 years now, and so my accent has gone a little bit more Americanized, believe it or believe it not. But I'm from the same place as Darren Appleton, and so if you listen to Darren Appleton talk, that's how I used to talk. Him and Chris Mellon and Carl Boys,
yes,
we're all from the same area of England.
Which, incidentally, they're all friends of yours as well.
Yep, that's, you know, we kind of stick together like packs of wild animals sometimes, you know.
Speaking,
it's the only way we can survive.
Speaking of which, didn't you recently, 2 years ago, you went on the road with Darren and Earl and...
No, Darren and, well, with Darren and
Johnny Archer.
And Darren and Nick Vaughn.
Oh, that's right.
Another one.
Earl strict that. He skipped that one, didn't he? That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, we gave her a little bit of a rest.
Yeah. So I don't know about this 9-ball, but it looks like
it doesn't look like it goes in the side.
No, I mean there's that old trick shot where you can stiff it in the side, but I don't know if it's. I think it's more below the point than it's on the point.
So it's actually a very tricky shot.
It's a very tricky shot. If he hits it hard and it goes in, it still may come out. He's going up table.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at it straight. That was a great shot.
That was a great shot, worthy of applause. What was great about that is that he showed no fear. You know, he just went through the ball.
Well,
and shot the shot.
From where I'm sat, I could look directly straight up the rail at it, and it was in serious danger of, if he couldn't make it to the side and he tried to go all the way up like he did, of hitting the corner of the side pocket on its way up there. Just because the way everything was positioned. But I guess if you know what you're doing. My buddy there, Rick Schmitz. How you doing, Rick? Yeah. Yeah, I just up just for you.
Mark, what was that? Do I have your permission to pull that Firehouse video off YouTube and play that to the audience?
Sure, yeah.
What would I look up?
Alpena, Michigan.
Okay.
Firehouse, maybe. Try CSI as well. There it is. Oh my goodness. Can I just, before you play this, can I preface it with what's going on?
Yes, I'm not going to actually play it right away, and I'm only going to play a couple of clips of it because it's over 5 minutes long.
Okay.
But
yeah, you need to forward to the beginning. Yeah.
Just to refer our friends in the chat room to it.
basically we were doing a benefit for a guy named Adam Smith who lost his fiance in a car accident.
Yes, I remember that story.
And we happened to be in Alpena, Michigan, where they were from. And the firehouse chief a big pool fan, invited us to go and spend the day at the firehouse and give us a tour and all that kind of thing. So there was myself, Earl Strickland, Corey Dole, Charlie Bryant. I can't remember if John Schmidt was there.
Jack Murray, thank you very much for your super chat.
And I'm scared of heights, and they wanted to. Somebody was there with a video camera and wanted to videotape us coming down the fireman's pole.
Right, there was a sequence where everybody was individually dropping down,
and then I couldn't even get over the hole that you go down. I was so scared. Anyway, I felt stupid, and Earl and Corey were
making fun of you.
Give me a hard time about it for a while. But.
Actually, I'm unable to download that video because it has music copyrights. But what I can do is put the link in the chat room.
Oh.
I'm really sorry about that, Mark.
No, it doesn't bother me.
I wouldn't want to get any hash marks on my record playing someone else's copywritten content. But if you want to check out the Firehouse video, it's quite funny actually because they look so young, don't they?
Yeah.
Even you look very young in that video. You know.
I've had a hard life.
Time flies, doesn't it? Anyway.
Spend a few years with Earl Strickland and you get old real quick. That's the show on you.
So Warren KIAMCO has fumbled here. He played a bank on the 8-ball. And shot it short.
Oh, I was gonna say something. I
don't know what he was.
It just looked like it was tough to get back up there for that 9, just the angle.
I agree, it was tough.
Part of me thought it would look easy, but then as I looked more at it, it looked more difficult. That he had to really spin it.
So he lets Warren back in.
Yeah, it's I think you could make it out from here.
It's possible. I don't know. These days I can't. I'll play pool with guys and they'll concede the 10-ball or the 9-ball to me, and I'm like, I don't know if you know me very well.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys recognize Mark Cantrill's voice, it might be because you've listened to him on American Billiard Radio. I don't know if if you guys have ever listened to the American Billiard Radio podcast. It used to take place weekly, every Thursday, to report on pool, the state of pool in the world. In fact, Mr. Dave Bond, the beloved Dave Bond, who passed away late last year in December, he was taken way too soon from us, who died of an accident in his home. I think he fell down the stairs and had a fatal fall. The first podcast that he ever did was called "The State of the Nation of Pool." Do you remember that?
State of the Union.
The State of the Union of Pool. That's what the State of the Union address of pool, or whatever, something to that effect.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 or 4 episodes that were all following because the State of the Union was actually
going on. The American State of the Union,
right?
Yeah. And Mark Cantrill and Dave Bond, they would speak with each other at length, and they took in a host of guests.
Yeah, we had just about everybody on that show. Anybody who's anybody.
It's true. It's true. I think they had a couple of slow weeks there where they even had me on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, we were. Sometimes we got real desperate.
They did. You guys did get desperate, didn't you? But you know what? I think the world, needs more of this, and I have to actually give a tip of the hat to Mike Howerton, who was also a friend to Mr. Bond, who has kind of taken, the torch has been passed along, and he has taken it upon himself to retrieve all of the archives from American Billiard Radio and repost them at www.poolpodcasts.net. I believe poolpodcasts.net.
It's funny that I can't say that. It's not funny. It's ironic. Dave Bond, myself, and Skip Nemechek of the Tweetin' Fiber Company, and he's also on the board of the WPA. He's the representative for North America. We were talking about doing a video version of
American Billiard
Radio right before Dave died.
Yes, there were talks about that in development. I remember you mentioning that to me. For those who don't know, Mark Cantrill and I talk regularly, at least once a month, if not twice a month. Mark usually calls whenever Mark's feeling down, he calls me because it makes him feel better about himself.
Yeah. When I'm feeling ugly, I look at pictures of you on the internet too.
Yeah. So now there's talk of a second book that you're thinking about writing?
Yeah, just considering it, really. It's again, it'd be short stories. It's gonna take a lot longer to get those stories together.
Yeah.
The way I'm going about doing it, but I tell you, pool and billiards is more my passion than anything else, and so it's easier for me to get involved in pool and billiards and get those stories than it is for me to do it any other way. So I really I don't know. I was speaking to Corey a little bit, and to Johnny a little bit, and Johnny Archer, and we were talking about, if we set up another exhibition tour with two Hall of Famers, multi-time world champions, etc., who would it be? Where would we go? If I set it up, would we do it? So, I don't know, maybe there's a chance I might be doing another tour at some point, or put something together. I don't know what, but putting something together. It's just I enjoy it, man,
I know you do.
When you're not around it.
I know that when I worked with you in Helena, Montana, you're having the time of your life. And you know what? So was Earl and Shane. They really enjoyed it too. I had a ball.
It's a lot of time, it's a lot of work, and it's not that much pay for what you do, but it's just a good time. And if you're really enjoying what you're doing, what do they say? You don't work a day in your life.
Yeah. You have to work hard to make sure that you don't have to work.
Yeah. Now, this is an interesting setup going on here.
Yeah, I think it's a little simpler than it looks, though. Oh, no.
See. See, you should listen to me a hell of a lot more than you do, Daniel, I tell you.
Warren is smiling, and it's one of those.
I just think that's a real smile.
Yeah, it's like a. It's a smile of humility.
What's he calling?
He's calling the side.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Good shot.
That was a very good shot. It just dribbled in, didn't it? This is awesome. It's funny. I talk to you so often, you know, and just it's almost like I gotta pinch myself to remind me that I'm here, you know.
I know.
Like really here.
I have to pinch myself because I haven't done anything like this in so long. It seems, you know, I used to be doing it all the time. Now I'm kind of, you know, trying to get my feet wet again.
Yeah, and I think you've done a good job. You're working now on a daily basis, right? Not related to pool, but still, you know, getting your feet wet, you know, and just. I think that's good for you, because if you do want to go back on the road and do another event or another tour, you know, Mark Cantrill's pretty well known across the country for his exhibitions with these players that we've been talking about, like Nick Barner. And have you ever worked with Ralph Souquet as well?
No.
No.
No. Worked with Thorsten. He's the only German, really. Well, it's only a couple of Germans, to be honest. There's only Ralph and Thorsten. Isn't it? Is there another one? Oh, is it Ralph Eckert?
Yes, Ralph Eckert.
Is he German?
I believe so. Okay, so let me put you on the spot.
Oh, jeez.
Tell us something about Corey that would not embarrass him too much, that you don't think anybody else here knows about. Tell us a story.
Give me a
minute.
Give me a minute on that one.
Okay.
Because I've got stories about everybody. I've got stories about you. You probably won't want me talking about me, though.
I tell you what. When Corey wins the next rack that Corey wins, hoping that he does win one, you owe us a story.
Let me see.
So that's your only scapegoat. And this is my way of getting everybody to root for Corey right now. Because he needs it right now. He's down 4-1, and Warren's in perfect shape again. This is going to be tough. He's got to get shape for 2 balls that are on the same rail. This is not going to be easy. He's following. Played at 3 rails. And he's got shape for the first ball. 4 on the side rail. Oh.
Wow.
That's the first time I've actually seen that pocket be generous. I've seen so many balls missed in that pocket. Not just today, but yesterday as well.
What's he looking for?
Not sure, Mark. What did you see?
I don't know. He's Warren, and now Corey's looking for something. I don't know what it is.
Piece of chalk that fell under?
I don't know. There's two on the table. I didn't think it.
Like, is it that it would be significant?
Right.
Oh my goodness. Well, whatever it was, it sharked the heck out of Warren. And look at Warren. Warren gets rewarded for a mistake.
You know what they say, when you're good, you're good.
Yeah. Just quickly flashing your book cover onto the on the live stream here. Road Stories with the Legends of Pool by Mark Cantrill. Watching T-Wheels. That you can get on Amazon.
It's a handsome fella right there. Ain't no shame in my game.
Have you got Earl's Cats stories as well? Oh, what are you doing? Is that your Charles Barkley impression? Ain't no shame in my game. Charles Barkley and his eyebrows. I get my eyebrows waxed weekly. Ain't no shame in my game.
Yeah.
How you like that?
Oh, wow.
Corey DEUEL. He knows how to come with it. What a beautiful kick. Sponsored by Mucci Q's. He's keeping it together, I tell you. After a great shot like that. It's usually hard to make the easier one after it. He's not happy with his position, but he'll most likely escape. All right, you owe me a story. All right, Corey DEUEL.
Forgot all about that.
Yeah, he comes in swinging. And he just regained control of the table. The Prince of Pool, Corey DEUEL.
What does that make this go now?
It's 4-2.
Yeah, still a long way to go.
Still a long way to go. Yeah. He's had a long time girlfriend or fiance, I think.
I don't know. I heard something. I haven't seen him in a while.
Has it been a while?
Yes.
I had to take a picture of you guys together today because I knew that, so I wanted you guys to.
Oh, I saw him.
In fact, I came up to you and I started singing. Oh yeah, he came to your wedding with Jessica.
No, he didn't come. He was there though.
What, you have a big mural of him up? Yeah.
It sounds so goofy the way I just said that.
I'm still trying to figure that one out, Mark. Maybe that's your story that you owe me.
I've got a hologram of him that I carry around and I stand and take my picture. It's a cardboard cutout. He was the best man. Him and Prince Charles.
The hologram man?
Yeah.
Have you guys had any stupid prop bets or anything like that?
Today?
Just you and Corey or... Coming up, we're going to have Clint Kachi and Alex Pagulayan from the one-loss side, so we want to give them an opportunity to perform before one of them is eliminated.
You asked about a prop bet. There was one today that Corey offered me, and I just started laughing because I said, what kind of a gambleaholic are you? You come up with
compulsive gambler.
He, with a straight face, he said to me, I'll bet you I've got more teeth than anybody else. Pick anybody you want. Anybody you want.
Anybody in the room?
And he pointed at a guy and said, he's never been to the dentist in his life, but I bet you've got more teeth than him. You want to bet? Do you want to bet? Where are you getting this from, man? He wanted to make the bet. That's my story. There you go.
So, Corey's got a lot of teeth? Is that what you're saying? Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's saying. He said he's
that more than anybody in the room?
Australian heritage or something. He said that they've got more teeth than everybody.
Oh, Mark. This is just your life, isn't it? The things that happen to you. I think you've just got some kind of serendipity, you know.
A nice shot there. It's simple. It's probably an easy out, but it's what he's going to leave.
I think you've got a fan in the audience asking not only for the correct spelling of your name, but they want also to watch this live link, this CSI link for the Firehouse. Leslie Webb.
So it was my mom.
I think we've sold you a book, Mark.
Yeah,
our job is done here on POVPOOL.
I gotta go.
Yes, okay. That's next guest, please.
Actually, on Amazon, you know how when you buy something on Amazon and it comes up and it says people who bought this item also bought this.
Okay.
By my book, it says people who bought Watching Two Wheels also bought a rope and a stool.
A rope and a stool.
It's in the Sleepy Go Bye section.
Well, Corey's making a statement now. He got back on the table with that beautiful kick shot, which turned everything around.
Corey's a good golfer too.
Yes, I was going to actually mention that that he's an avid golfer. Him and Shane actually hang out quite a lot. Sometimes they make appearances in Palm Springs. Their friend Jason Ware, who lives in Palm Springs, they spend some time with him up there, and
I think Corey's problem.
They're a regular little rat pack. Those guys actually.
I think what Corey's problem is, it's the same thing as he has with the brake. You know how he's always tinkering with his brake to figure out
the
best way. He tinkers with his golf game. There's different tools and learning aids and apparatus. There's one. I played golf with him. Can't remember where we were, but it was this bunch of sticks that he pulled out of his bag, and we started laying them down on the tee box in a certain order, and then he had to put his feet in a certain way in between these sticks.
All right.
Called being stacked or something.
What's that? It's called being stacked.
Stacked, something like that. Elle was harassing him the whole time. Look at the car, he's stacked. He's stacked. He's stacked.
So coming up next too, we have Ariel Carmelli's going to join us in commentary. Ariel Carmelli of CarmelliQs.com. So stick around. I'm going to wait till I interrogate him for some pool stories. That should be fun.
Oh, you'll get some good ones out.
Corey's just played a very good shot on the 1 ball, but he got a little kind of like bump shape on the 9, on the 3 by hitting the 9. So he's got very difficult sort of shooting to a blind pocket here. And he's
going to run straight into that 7.
He may feather it
and open up that 4.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how he plays this. Got to watch out. If he's drawing, he's got to contend with the 8.
Oh, look at that. That's why we don't know what we're doing. That's why he's up there.
Yes, that's exactly the point. That's why he has a nickname, which is like a really cool nickname, like the Prince of Pool.
They call me the Prince of Darkness.
And all I am is the donkey that could. I'm the donkey of pool. He's the prince. Yeah. If you'd like to take a read and peer into the mind of Mark Cantrill, I recommend you get his book, Watching T-Wheels. Stories, pool stories from the road. He's got, Mark has a wonderful sense of humor. And if you like that sort of thing.
If you like it. If you're into that kind of thing.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. I guess he's struggling with what he's going to do with this 8.
It looks like he's just drawing out. Yeah. That's actually very nice because he's on the he's closer to the rail, so this allows him to bring his cue ball out a little. And the shot's a little easier than having to shoot down the rail on the other side of the 8. He's perfect. I think that's a break and run as well. He's got you speechless, that's for sure.
Like golf or snooker. When I watch the snooker on TV, you know, I stay away from things for so long, and then I start watching it, like the tennis, Wimbledon, and
sure, sure.
And then I watch people playing at this level, and it makes me want to play, even though I know I can't play at this level. I go, oh man, it just looks, you know, the old saying them, just make it look so easy. It's like anybody could do it.
Yeah.
But until you have to actually hit the ball, then it turns into a different game.
It does. It really does. Well, Warren hasn't come to the table since kicking at the 6 ball. He got a good hit, but Warren has just been sitting in a chair watching Corey dominate. Steve W in the chat room saying that I'm getting an accent. Should I just go full Monty here and just
do it? Most people don't know this about you, but you're Welsh.
I am Welshman. I'm Welsh boy.
You have a bloody green card, isn't it?
I am Welshman. I'm here on a green card, boy.
People think that you're just a normal American and you're...
No, I'm not bloody Yank.
I met somebody at Chuck E. Cheese when my kids were younger.
Yeah.
And the person who was dressed up as the mouse at Chuck E. Cheese heard me talking and wrote down, because they can't talk in those
They're not allowed to talk, yeah.
Wrote down, "Are you from England?" And I said, "Yes, I'm from England." And the mouse gave me a thumbs up and then wrote down on the piece of paper, "I'm from Wales." But spelled it W-H-A-L-E-S instead of W-A-L-E-S. Right, okay.
Which means your ancestors are from Wales, but you still don't know.
Somebody told you you're from Wales.
Yeah, exactly. You must have just gone on Ancestry.com and found that out.
Well, you got to be able to spell Wales, don't you?
That's true.
Unless you're related to an humpback.
An humpback. An humpback.
Yeah, you got your American accent and everything. People don't realize that you're one of us.
I'm one of you, boy. I'm from across the pond, man. From down in the valleys. Where I am from, the land of my father, boy.
Where the men are men and the sheep are scared.
Yeah. The definition of confusion is Father's Day. I come from actually a little harbor town called Fishguard. It's only about 3,500 people, you know. But it's one of those towns where, you know, the naval ships dock and the ships come in all the time. You got visitors from Rosslare, Ireland, you know, and lots of tourists go through. And so,
was that one of your first jobs as a kid, as a young man? Was entertaining lonely sailors at the docks?
No, but it was fun. What I was going to say is that town specifically is one of those towns where the women love you, but the men hate you, you know, because anybody knew in that town. It's always like the women love you, the men hate you.
I'm just wondering how long this little battle is gonna go on here. Are they gonna? Because they're not. The two is in an awkward position. So just being in a position to be able to make, let's say, the 1-3 combination here for an example, and then being able to play the 1, you still got the problem of getting on the 2. But I guess then there's a 2-5 combo.
Well, I think the 2-5 combo is pretty easy to negotiate.
You still got to. You're still making a combination shot.
Yeah, but and you're going in that bad pocket too. That's the tough pocket on this table. He played for good shape here, and he may actually play to break this out. But I don't like the angle of attack on the breakout. So he's now looking at the combo. How's he going to get there, though?
He's just going to draw.
He's going to draw around and twist 2 rails out of the corner pocket. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Oh, I still think he's come far enough.
I think he's okay, because he's cutting a ball to cut a ball. So it's actually a little easier than it looks. Man of his experience. Shooting, I mean, we're looking at one of the most creative pool players that exist in the world.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, Corey's claim to fame was, is
The break.
being so creative.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Well, nope. What's he got now?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that passes the 8. He's looking awful close at it too.
Yeah, he would have to play this thick rail first. And he would really need to just roll it in slowly. And I don't think there's much of a two-way shot built in, except that the 8-ball may help him out if he misses.
From here, it's very tight.
It's extremely tight, Mark. He's calling it. He's calling it. He's calling it to the corner.
If he plays it at pocket speed, he might be able to roll it in.
Exactly what I was, saying. He's going to be okay. It's going in.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. He has done most of the work here in this rack. He should be smooth sailing. But what a player we have here.
Amazing how things change, isn't it? I mean, look at it. Just not too long ago, we were saying Corey hasn't been out of his chair too much, and that Warren looked like he was in total command.
This would be this would be 3 racks in a row for Corey if he can close this out. He's not letting up. He's not going to let Warren back in if he can't help it.
I could get out from here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Corey DEUEL, man, what a great out that was. To play off the 1 to make the 3 like that, play a great 5-6 combo, and then, or was it 2-5 combo, and then come down, push that 2-ball past the 8, and run out from there. What a great run out, and that's why they call him the Prince of Pool. Okay, Mark, here we go. Just to prove we are British, on the count of 3, let's you and I say this word together. They want to know. Okay, you ready?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, you can't read it?
I got those glasses up now. Oh.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
It's funny.
Okay. Together now. What do you take if you need to get to the top floor?
The lift.
The lift.
It's in the boot of my car.
It's in the boot of my car, man. It's funny.
I was talking to somebody about herbs.
Herbs, yes, herbs.
Like basil.
Basil,
and
yes.
Oregano.
Oregano. You know, my uncle, Warren KIAMCO is going to take a quick break. My uncle, he was a big shot salesman about 25 years ago. He's sold cleaning chemicals to businesses and stuff, and he was one of the first guys. He's from Fishguard, in small town Fishguard, right? And he was one of the first guys in the town to get a cell phone, and back in those days they called it a mobile phone, and he was showing off one. He's a little nuts, but he was showing off. He calls us up and he goes, "Hey, Dan, It's me. I'm calling from me mobile. You know, it's just hilarious the way he is.
Apparently, Aristotle Onassis and some other Australian billionaire, they were always in competition with each other.
Okay.
To one up each other on different things, and Aristotle Onassis called his Australian buddy and said, "Guess where I am?" Said, "I don't know. Where are you?" I said, I'm in my car. I've got a car phone.
Yeah.
I'm calling you from my car." He's like, "Wow." So he's not going to be outdone, right? So he goes and gets phone, and he calls. The Australian calls Aristotle Onassis and says, "Guess where I am?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I'm in my car, and you're on your car phone, and I'm calling you on your car phone."
Okay.
He said, "Did he get me out of the tub to tell me that?" So, real quick, the same two guys, they were both out and about. And
Yeah.
the brand new Rolls Royce Corniche, the convertible, came
Yeah.
out. And they passed in the dealership and said, "Oh, look, let's go in now. Let's take a look at them new Rolls Royces." So they both go in and they both say, "Yeah, I'm gonna get one." So Aristotle Onassis wrote a check. He bought one for himself, and he said to his buddy, "Do you want one?" They said, No, I've got this. You got lunch." I guess if you're a billionaire, that's what it boils down to.
Sure.
You got a sandwich. And
Yeah.
anyway, back to pool.
Well, back to this. This is the first time in 3 racks that Warren's had any real clear shot to do anything. So,
Guess that break helped him.
yeah, Corey's dry break. One can only wonder if how many games this is going to be worth for Warren.
Mobile.
Calling from my mobile. I'm on my car phone. There's a couple guys actually in Britain that are streaming pool too. Great guys. I don't remember where they're from, but I haven't checked out their show. And I think it's called the 147 Club, but they're doing pub pool and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're funny guys. They're singing on the stream together, you know. They're singing like old Bee Gees hits and stuff. You know, it's like making pool fun. Make pool fun again.
If you're going to do it in a pub in England, it's the place to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it looks like that little break did Warren some good.
Excellent work from Warren so far. You know, these guys play pool so well, you're almost not allowed to give them a shot. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You know, obviously because of some of the company that I've kept in the past, I've had the opportunity to play against some of these great players.
Yeah.
And you can't give them a chance until you play Earl or Buddy Hall or somebody, Nick Garner, and you miss, your game's over.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you do that and then you go and play somebody normal, you can't believe how many chances you get.
Yes.
You know?
That you can take those for granted too. You know, if you're still an amateur like me. There's something to be said about being on a live stream or being videotaped playing too. You know, before I started seeing myself recorded, I thought I had a very pretty solid game, you know. But then I started watching myself, you know. It's like God, I should really just quit this game. No, actually, it's helped me. It helped me. It helped me because it allowed me to see what I've been doing wrong, and others that are better than they've seen me. Bart Mahoney called me once. He says, "I notice you drop your shoulder a lot when you're stroking, you know." And it's just simple mechanics like that. If you can recognize them and then learn to change them.
Well, I grew up playing snooker, and if you look at any snooker players' stances,
Yes.
look at Mark Gray, you know, Appleton, Chris Mellon, any of those guys, and the stance, the fundamentals are very, very on point. And so I thought, because of that, the way I grew up playing, I thought that I was pretty good at that. And then it came to be that I had a chicken wing, they called it. And somebody analysed my game. I had a chicken wing sticking out. Which I never really noticed I was doing, but I guess my elbow was poking out.
Like a wing, yeah. I've had people come and thank me, you know, for being live streamed because it allows them to look at their video later. And they also get people that are like, "When are you putting that video up, man? I want to see how I played."
Buy the rights.
Yeah, right. I offer people a copy of their match if they want it to a flash drive, but they just have to, we just tell them, like, if you give me the flash drive, We've tried carrying and holding flash drives, selling them, but we don't want to make a huge business of that. It's not something we do really. Good commentary to pool is helpful for somebody as well who's trying to improve.
Yeah.
As long as you can take the criticism.
If you can have somebody who is a top level, top tier player doing commentary.
Yeah.
I think that can really help. They can point out a lot of the things in the pattern play, saying, here's what I think he should be doing. And if you're not thinking that way, maybe you're just that good, or maybe you should be rethinking your shot selections.
Well, while we're talking, Warren is he's basically doing what Corey was doing.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago, which is basically not letting Corey come back. It's funny, he ends up with a good shot on the 9, but the perfectionists that those guys are, if they're still out of line to an unpredictable area that they didn't couldn't control, it still bothers them a little. There's that pocket again,
I'll be right back. I have to go to the bog, man.
Alright, man. You going to the bog, boy? Mark Cantrill will be back. Say hi to Chris Swart. What's up, Chris? Good, man. You having a good morning, Chris?
I'm alive.
Well, that's good. As long as there's breath, there's hope, they say.
I found out something, though, that I completely forgot about.
What's that?
It's freaking hot in Phoenix.
It is, right? I was talking about that to my stepdad on the phone. He called me. He thought I was in town, and he wanted to, like, hang out, you know. And he's like, "Oh, you're in Phoenix? Oh, so you must be just going from one artificial atmosphere to the next."
I'm staying in a hotel that my room's on the 7th floor, and I think they forgot to put air conditioning on the top floor in the hallway, so it's about 118 degrees in the hallway.
Really? No, just in the hallway, though.
In the hallways.
Wow.
Yeah, but the air conditioning in the room is blasted. It's just not cooling it down, you know?
Yeah. Well, you're in the Icehouse now, so
it is nice and cool in here. Yeah. There's a reason why they call it the Icehouse. I'm glad I don't get the PG Nouveau.
Yeah, it would be tough for me to live here. I'm so used to that beautiful California perfect weather that we have. So, all right, back now with Mark Cantrill. Thank you, Chris, for checking in with us. He's back from the bog. He's Mark Cantrill. Actually, it's Cantrill, isn't it? Cantrill.
Cantrill. I don't care. I've been called a hell of a lot worse. By better people.
Just a few minutes ago. Right? By better people, yeah.
Five.
I believe so. I don't know. I checked in with it's 6-5 actually. 6-5 Warren. Yeah. I know. I got it. Got a squadron of scoring Nazis here. It actually makes it harder to score because, you know, they're always putting you on alert. And there's a delay on the picture.
Oh.
I changed it. It takes a minute.
That's a nice safety shot there.
Very nice safety shot. Someone asking, Larry Caldwell asking, who is the #1 player in the United States, and I would say it's been Shane Van Boening probably for a good 8 to 10 years running now. I don't think anybody's really caught up to Shane Van Boening in the past 8 years.
Is she going by tournament play or you know?
A little bit of everything.
Opens, Moscone Cup, team member. I mean, you know, I don't know if Moscone Cup style is Shane's cup of tea, but then again, you'd be an idiot not to put him on the team, you know?
Yes, it's true.
Even though I don't think it's his thing. I keep hearing a buzzing like somebody's phone.
Yeah, like a fire alarm or something, or smoke alarm. You know, oddly enough, contrary to what people think, a lot of people have been asking this a lot lately. Where's Mike Deschênes? Where's Mike Deschênes? As luck would have it, Mike Deschênes #2 in the country.
Really? Where am I?
Yeah, I'm still looking.
You got to go
Deshane,
right to the very end of the internet to find the end of the list that I'm on.
It's like going to infinity. Mike Deshane won the Super Billiard Expo Championship this year. Took $10,000 first place, and he also won the New England 9-Ball Tour Players Championship. Came third place this year in the Ginky Sensushi Memorial event. Pretty much every year he plays, Mike Deshane takes a first place, several, if not multiple, first place titles. And although it appears he keeps fairly low key and low profile, he lives in Maine, the state of Maine, which is like the upper northeast of the United States. He still gets out. Had a very active year in 2015, but he's dropped off in attendance as of late. But still manages to win tournaments like the Gotham City Pro-Am 9 Ball Classic and the Ginky Sensushi, Empire State 10-Ball Championship, Joss Tour. He's, picks up a lot of wins. So Mike Deshane is actually ranked number 2 in the country, according to Fargo Rate. Corey DEUEL is currently ranked number 6 in the country. He shares the same Fargo rating as Rodney Morris with a 778. Wow. So as we discuss all of this, Warren KIAMCO gets to the hill.
That went fast, didn't it?
It did go. I mean, it really did. It did. I agree with you. Shane Van Boning in the Fargo ranking system is actually number 1 in the world. His world ranking is number 1 of male players.
And the Fargo rating.
Fargo rating.
Okay.
But if I were to go to the WPA, which is the World Pool Association, if I'm not mistaken, Carlo Beato is number 1, which is something I've known about now since he won the World Games event and the World Championship event in Qatar. Was it Qatar this year? I can't remember. Plenticaci is number 3.
Cole Brothers was
So let's hope that everybody's websites are up to date. We're not spreading fake news.
Is it me or does Dennis O'Cullough ever stop eating? He's an eating machine.
I know.
Jeez,
He is an eating machine.
A burrito and eggs and tater tots, and now he's got something else going on.
He's got some chicken
there.
wings going on or something. He likes the food here at Freezers.
Is he getting comped or something?
No, he just won 2 tournaments in a row. I think he can afford a snack.
His snacks lasted all day.
A snack or 3.
His snack's been here. Is this in between snack?
It's the snack between the snack. Maybe we should do a photo montage of him eating. with the timestamp. 12:22 chicken wings. 12:47 bowl of ice cream. Well, this appears to be Corey's only chance to tie this match up. And he's still 2 games down, so this is a tall order.
Talking about eating, you want to hear a quick story?
Sure.
I was rooming with Buddy Hall, and he loves that food too. And he said, I said, I'm going to go to the vending machine. He said, here's $10. Get me something. I said, what do you want? He said, I don't care. I said,
I don't care, he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, you can't say that. I said, I don't care. But you don't want something. Is it a cookie one? Is it, what are you after?
What are you hungry for? Sweet, savory?
I don't care. Just get me something.
Yeah.
I said, buddy, this is why you're in the shape you're in right now.
Because you don't care.
You don't care. You just want something.
Yeah.
And that pissed him off to begin with. He didn't talk to me for 2 days after this.
Really?
And I said, tell me what you want. He's like, just go get me something. Will you get me something? I don't care. I said, okay. I got him $10 worth of regular spearmint gum.
You did not.
Yeah, I did. Gave it to him. He said, oh, you're a real funny person.
Person.
He didn't talk to me.
Was that the last time you talked to Buddy Hall?
No.
Is he on your Christmas card list?
Oh, yeah. He's on my card list. He's a character, is that one, though? Oh, I tell you.
Corey DEUEL is making a hell of a match out of this. I gotta tell you.
Him.
This is like the gloves are coming off right now. Neither player has really done too much wrong. When they've gotten out of position, they've played good safeties.
Look at him, he likes watching himself on the replay. Look at him.
You what?
Look at him, he likes watching himself on the replay.
I've noticed that a lot of the pool players like watching themselves on the replay. You know, it helps. It really does.
He's checking his hair.
Is he doing this too while he's looking?
He's checking it to make sure it's in line.
We got action here. Sponsored by West State Billiards. You're watching the Freezers Icehouse 10,000 added.
Is it 6-7?
10-ball challenge. It's 6-7. Warren's on the hill, and the best that Corey can ask for now is a friendly break with something to shoot at after. Oh no. Ooh, he hung. Drama. I'm surprised the crowd did not swoon to that.
You should be happy that nothing went in now.
I don't know, Mark. I think this one ball does track to the side pocket fairly easily. The only hard part...
Bridging.
Well, bridging, and also, you see the 5 covers the 2?
No, it doesn't. If he can stop that 1, if that's a straight-in shot.
He's jacked up. If he can make this ball and get shape on the 2.
He just needs to hold the cue ball where the 1 is.
This would be the shot of the match.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a roll. He got jelly out of that.
He hit that all wrong.
Brian Long in the chat room says, pool players are narcissistic.
No.
It was good to see you, Brian.
I don't know if it's the angle that I'm sat at, but I don't see any way, any path to this.
He's got this one railer. He's calling the corner pocket. If anybody can play this shot, it's Corey DEUEL. He can also get a safe on. No, forget it. Forget whatever I was gonna say.
Yeah, keep it down.
You know, a lot of people arguing about Shane. I have to tell you, you know, he may lose a race to 7 or a race to 8 in a tournament, but to this day, I don't really know any player that wants to get into the box with him playing even for 50 grand or 20 grand, race to 30, 10 ball or 9 ball. These guys are still asking for the 8 and the 9 ball. And I am not lying. This is what I'm hearing from everyone.
You know,
I can't wait to see someone step up and play this guy.
I'd like to agree and say that nobody, which is true, nobody can really get that close to him in a long race of 8 ball, 9 ball.
Yeah.
But,
no, 10 ball, 8 ball, 10 ball.
10 ball.
Or 9 ball, 10 ball.
But you know what? Look at him in the US Open. They're relatively short races, even the final.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they are short races.
And how many times has he won it now?
Yeah, 5-time winner.
More, isn't it?
I think it's 5-time winner.
So it's not just...
I think the only other player to come 5-time winner is Darren. Is that right?
No, Earl.
Earl.
Nick and Darren both, and Mika all won back-to-back. US Opens.
Yeah. I mean, you can take that to the bank, everybody. There's nobody. Jason Shaw was asking for the 9 ball.
Jason's
just like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. He said, "I'll play him with weight." They just Shane's break. I'm waiting for the guy to step up to play him even for big money.
It's the long races that I don't think that the Europeans are any kind of competition to him in regular match play. I don't think capable of playing the game that you need to play long distance.
Okay, all right, how about this? Don't do a really long race. Do a race to 21. There you go. Enough for a few swings.
Yeah, I mean, when they were doing the tar stuff, it was over 3 days.
Yes, they would.
You know,
they would do races to 100. Then they changed the format a little. They would do races to 30 with different games. We've been trying to set action up for Shane. You know, when I do these live streams, I generally like to have even games. People matched up evenly, not without any weight.
All right, that's it. I've seen enough.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Just talking about Shane, but Corey, I gotta say, Corey played a hell of a game there. I mean, not many people could beat Corey the way he played. except someone like Warren KIAMCO. I think they both played just as consistent, actually.
He swung back and forth a couple of times.
I mean, I don't really have an AccuStats on it, but
he swung back and forth a couple of times, and he just came to the fact of who was going to get the final swing, and Warren got the final swing.
That's true, definitely. And that being said, I want to thank once again West State Billiards. I want to thank you, Mark Cantrill.
Thank you.
It's been really good talking to you in the box, but it's been even better hanging out with, being a guest in your home. That's a huge.
You're more than welcome. We're happy to have you, and I'm sorry that we spent so much time on here talking about other things other than the actual pool game for the people who are out there. But hopefully somebody enjoyed something of it. So.
I'm sure they did.
Thank you all
as
very
long as
much.
They could understand you.
Thank you everybody for listening. We appreciate it, and thanks to Daniel and Geraldine. You guys putting in long hours, bringing these guys some quality entertainment. It's not you don't just show up with the microphone and commentate when you feel like it. I know you're here all day. I know what time you come home. So.
Yeah, you do.
Well, actually, sometimes I don't. I'm in bed at 1
You're
o'clock
already in bed. Yeah. Thanks again, Mark.
No problem.
We'll catch up with you later. Maybe dinner tonight. I hope. I'm crossing my fingers. I'll get somebody to relieve us.
I'll be in touch with you.
Okay. We're going to get Ariel Carmeli here is going to do commentary with us on the next match. It may be with me. It may be with someone else. Haven't decided. I have about 5 minutes to do that. I see a few other people lingering around, so we might have somebody keep Ariel company in the box. We're going to have Alex Pagulayan versus Clenti Kachi, I believe. Yes, Iklent Kachi. Somebody, please tell me how to properly pronounce his name. Thanks, everybody. Keep loving pool, and thanks again to West State Billiards.
It's rated X. That means you're extra.